Hey y'all, welcome to a Farewell Friday on Uncle Bub's Bell Buckle Beer Reviews. And it doesn't mean that I'm not going to be back again, but my son, who's been visiting this week, is going to go back to San Diego, where he's stationed on the USS Abraham Lincoln. And he's been visiting for this past week, so we're saying farewell to him today on a Farewell Friday. And what I've got for you today is a beer that I've never tried before, and I know he's never tried because he don't really drink beer like beer. But we've got a Famosa lager beer out of Guatemala. I don't think I've ever had a Guatemalan beer before, but this stuff, I had to look it up on the website. This stuff is a 5% ABV, and it's just a lager beer. That's all the information I got. They got the government warning, all that kind of good garbage and on the back of it, but that's it. I mean, it just tells that bottled in Guatemala City, Guatemala by Cervecería Centro Americana, whatever, and importing all that kind of good garbage. All right, so let's see what we got here before we send my son back to the Navy. Looks like a screw top. And it is. It's a screw top. How about that? Alright. Now my son don't really like beer. He doesn't really like a lot of alcoholic beverages. But since he's here with me, I'm going to make him drink a little bit of beer. So I'm not going to pour him very much, and I'm not going to pour him much head on it. I'll pour him just a little bit. Ooh, that's a pretty beer. Look at that. That is a pretty gold brew. I'm going to pour mine with head on it. If I can. Get a little bit of head on it anyway. Yeah, there we go. Boy, that is pretty. Dadgum, look at that. It's just a light straw gold. And it poured off a nice little head. So, Caleb, tell our viewers what you do in the Navy. What your position is and all that kind of stuff.
So I am a CS, which stands for Culinary Specialist. So I'm just a cook. That's what I do. While I was down here, I had to show off some of my culinary skills that I learned. So I cooked for him a few times.
Oh yeah, he's a pretty damn good cook. So it doesn't really have an aroma coming off of it. But the head just kind of tastes like your typical domestic beer head would. But man, it's just a beautiful brew. Just a beautiful light straw gold, man. Little bubbles floating up through there. So this Famosa lager beer out of Guatemala is for all American workers. Hey, we love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for the hard work that you do to provide for yourselves and your families, just like we do. And cheers to the fellow seamen of my son on the USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier, stationed out there in San Diego. Cheers, brothers and sisters. We love y'all. Oh. Man, that's good. What do you think?
It's a little more tart.
Tart?
I don't know if tart's the right word.
Tart.
I don't drink a lot of beer.
That's not the right word.
A little more bitter, maybe, than what I'm really used to. I don't drink a lot of alcohol, but...
What are you used to?
Water.
If you're drinking an alcoholic beverage, what are you drinking?
Typically, I drink Smirnoffs. It's something light. It's not going to get me, past where I want to be, and it tastes pretty good too. So it's a little more bitter than what I'm used to. It's not bad. Kind of has a consistency of like a rye bread. Kind of that smell that I got off of it a little bit.
So you like the flavor of the Smirnoff as opposed to the flavor of beer?
I'm not really a big fan of the flavor of alcohol. Is what keeps me from drinking it most of the time. Is I really just don't like how alcohol tastes. So most of the time, I get something that masks that flavor if I'm gonna be drinking anything.
Well, I've had a few Smirnoffs, and they're, I mean, yeah, the flavor of them kind of masks the alcohol a little bit, but beer, I don't know. I don't really taste the alcohol in beer unless it's really a high ABV or something like that. I really don't taste the alcohol in it. And of course, you know, from the time you start drinking beer, before you even think about drinking beer, you hear that it's an acquired taste. That could be, but I just like it. I like the way it tastes. And if it's a high ABV, sometimes you can taste the alcohol in it. A bourbon barrel aged beer or something like that, you can taste the alcohol a lot of times. Some of these concoctions, these high ABV concoctions you get in a convenience store, like the Club Tails or something like that, that are 10% ABV, you can really taste the alcohol in those, and I don't like those particularly. They're just, yeah, it's too much. Beer, however, I happen to love. I just love the taste of it. And this one, to me, to you it might be bitter, but to me it's not. I don't detect any bitterness in it at all. It's very easy to drink. It's light. It's got a beautiful color. It's a crushable brew. I could take one of these bottles and just kick it back, you know, and kill it. It's that smooth to me. Really good, I think. I'm gonna score it an A. Beautiful color. The flavor's delicious. Easy. I'm not getting any kind of a bready note in it at all. But you, not drinking beer, you may be more sensitive to stuff like that rather than, you know, me who drinks beer all the time. I'm not as sensitive to some of the, I don't know, the minuscule flavors and stuff like that. I miss a lot of them, I guess, because I drink so much. And y'all, I do these videos. I've been doing these videos for about 6 years, maybe close to 6 years, something like that. I do them four times a week, and I don't really drink that much. You know, on my days off, I might have a 6-pack or something like that, but I don't sit around drinking all the time. Everybody thinks I make beer videos, think I'm just a drunk, and all I do is drink and make videos. But I don't. I do a lot of work too. No, but typically, you know, if I do 8 beers in a day, that's a lot for me. And, you know, we've been doing some work around the house, and, you know, it takes me about all day to drink 8 beers. You know, between work and stuff like that. What about you? How often do you have an alcoholic beverage?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe twice a month.
Twice a month. Well, good on you. I'm glad. I mean, there's nothing wrong with abstaining from alcohol. It's actually probably a pretty good thing not to get a taste for it, because it can get expensive. All right. That's been a farewell Friday this week, y'all. This Famosa is worth an A in my book. It's delicious and easy to drink. And just saying goodbye to my son. He's probably not going to be back for at least another 6, 7, 8 months. He may be back, you know, close to Christmas or New Year's, but we don't know for sure. But we've enjoyed having him here. Me and my wife are empty nesters now, so he come in, and it was good to have somebody else in the house for a little while. He got his old room. Anyway, y'all, hey, cheers to all of our military. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, National Guard. Thank you for what you do, hardworking Americans. Service members, men and women, thank you. We appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow for Saturday Suds. Y'all stay tuned. Take care. Cheers. Man, that's good.